time for the picks. Here's Jack McGrath.
All right, should we go through the records from last week and overall?
Go right ahead, sir.
All right, last week, Shea went 4-6. Jay Moore, 4-6. Jay Hood, 3-7. And Kap in the lead at 5-5. Overall, Shea is 9-11. Hood's 9-11. Jay Moore's 11-9. And Kap's 12-8.
All right, let's take a look at week 3. Here's Jack McGrath.
All right, starting off in the college football slate, Illinois at Nebraska, -7.5. Nebraska favored.
The Huskers have been significantly better on both sides of the football under Matt Rule. Nebraska, Kap, ranks 23rd in the country in total yards per game and points allowed per game. Illinois has got Luke Altmaier at quarterback. He's excelled 647 yards and 6 touchdowns while producing 0 turnovers in 3 games. I think it's going to be a daunting task for Illinois at Nebraska. Give me Nebraska -7.5.
Raiola, the Nebraska quarterback, highest paid quarterback among all the new starters in college football, making north, they're saying, I was reading yesterday, north of $1.5 million. He's really, really good. Nebraska has turned that thing around. That program is rolling. However, this is a massive statement game for Illinois. And while I do not believe that they will leave as victors from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, they will cover the 7.5. Give me the Fighting Illini.
Jack?
Well, I'm in for Shea. So Shea sent me his picks, and he has Nebraska in this game. I will say this is the first time Nebraska's hosted a top 25 opponent since 2013. I think that place is going to be electric, so I would also take Nebraska.
Jay Moore.
I will also take Nebraska as well.
Jack?
All right, next game, USC at Michigan, staying in the Big Ten with USC taking on the reigning national champs. +5.5, USC is favored over Michigan.
Yeah, so this is the first time that these two teams are squaring off since 1958. Orji is the quarterback for Michigan. Of course, they switched their quarterback to Orji. He's attempted just 7 career passes in 3 seasons at Michigan. USC has enough firepower to be able to exploit some of the soft spots in the defense of Michigan. Give me USC -5.5 against Michigan at the Big House.
USC's traveling from the Pacific to the, I believe that's the Eastern time zone. It may still be Central, but it's still a major change for them. This is their first foray into Michigan in maybe forever. While I do not think the Wolverines are going to win the football game, they run plenty of 5-star recruits at you. Michigan will not get punked. They won't win. They're going to lose, but they will cover the 5.5. Give me the Wolverines.
These guys did it. These guys did it, man.
Shea takes USC in this one. I really don't love the quarterback switch in such a big matchup. USC.
I'm going Michigan. I think they're putting together some wins after last week, so I think that this particular time, I think they're gonna really smash USC.
Jack.
All right, Tennessee travels into Oklahoma. Tennessee favored in this one by 7 points.
The Vols under head coach Josh Heupel have not been very good as far as big games on the road historically. However, their quarterback, Nico, has been very good. It's his first start, though, in a hostile environment. Watch the line of scrimmage in this one here. Oklahoma's offensive line has not been great. The Vols have one of the best defensive lines in the country. Oklahoma has struggled to put points on the board. However, because it's on the road for Josh Heupel, give me Oklahoma +7. Tennessee wins the ball game, Kap. Tennessee finds a way to win the ball game, but give me Oklahoma in this spot.
Yeah, I really like this Tennessee team. Nothing against Oklahoma. It's not a rivalry game for me. It's just a really good football game that my son and I are going to cook some steaks and watch. But my friend Anthony goes to Tennessee. He and his mom are good friends. So I'll roll with my friends, my homies. Give me the Vols.
The homies.
That's awful. Go ahead. Jack?
Shea takes Oklahoma in this one. Personally, I think Tennessee's being a bit overlooked as a top 6 team in the nation. I think they will go in and cover this game, but Shea's going to take Oklahoma.
I'm rolling with Shea. I'm going to roll with Shea. I'm going to take Oklahoma as well.
I think Tennessee wins the ball game. I just think that it's the first time that this young quarterback's going to be in a loud, hostile environment in Norman. And I just think that I'm looking forward to a good ball game, closer than the experts think. Closer.
That guy Hupel, he's a really good coach. Is that his name?
Josh Heupel, as I said twice already.
Hype.
Yeah.
Looks like Hupel to me. H-E-U. I usually would call it Hupel.
Hyper with the homies.
Hypo with the homies.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's go Vols.
Here's Jack.
Off to the NFL. Texans at Vikings. Vikings are getting 2 in this game.
The Vikings are quarterback Sam Darnold against the Texans pass rush. That's what we're looking at right here. Nico Collins, as we know from last Sunday, was exceptional against the Bears, 135 yards and a touchdown. He's the only player, by the way, in the NFL with 2 100-yard games this season. Give me the Texans against the Vikings. Texans -2.
Yeah, while the Vikings are off to a nice start, I still don't think they're a legitimate contending team. That Texans team is legit. They won't have 12 penalties for 100 and whatever number of yards. Give me the Texans.
Shea is taking the Texans as well. Vikings seem like they're having a dream start to the season. I think the wheels are going to fall off at some point soon in one of these tougher matchups. This is the matchup I think it happens.
That's right. Reality check hits Minnesota. I'm rolling with the Texans.
Jack.
Next game, Eagles at Saints. Saints have been the surprise team so far. They're favored by 2.5.
So the Eagles have allowed 175 yards as far as the rush is concerned. They only have 3 sacks. The Eagles have allowed 11 rushing plays of 10-plus yards. Now they take on Alvin Kamara. 5.7 yards per carry. I kind of think that the Eagles find a way to win the ball game. Give me the Eagles plus 2.5 against the Saints.
Look, this Saints team was not predicted for greatness. Norling had fired Dennis Allen by like week 9. Dennis Allen sitting there going, yeah, hold on a second, Shay.
Mm-hmm.
We're 2-0. We just eviscerated Cap's Cowboys in Dallas, 43-19. However, the Eagles have a lot of firepower, a lot of weapons. I really like this matchup, but in the end, I'm going to buy into the New Orleans Saints for a week. Give me the Saints minus the 2.5.
Jack.
That's a fine. Turn your mic on.
Shea is also taking the Saints in this one. I would agree with him as well. Saints run a lot to the outside. Eagles' strength is in the middle.
You know, I don't. It's something not right.
You don't like
Eagles.
the line, or you don't like the Eagles?
Yeah, the Eagles. I had them last week, and you saw what happened there. But to me, it's like they're not clicking. And if A.J. Brown is still out, I don't know if he's playing. I'm gonna just roll with the Saints.
Jay Moore, do me a favor. Check AI Jack's battery life. How much does he have left?
Let me
Just check it out, please.
I hit the button. It didn't light up. The mic didn't turn on.
No.
Didn't happen.
So how much you see there on the computer?
62%.
Oh,
You got
God.
enough to last us to the end of the show.
Okay, because at the end, who knows what's going to happen? So he's already petering out on us. Long week, I know. 2 days, AI. Next game, please.
Big game coming up for the Ravens. They need to bounce back at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys are getting 1.5 points in this game.
Man, oh man. Dallas has given up the most points in consecutive home games at 92 since the winless expansion team in 1960, back in the old Cotton Bowl days. 93, back-to-back. That's a lot. Cap, I think that the Cowboys find a way to win the ball game. I do. Ravens, their first 0-2 start since 2015. I think the Cowboys find a way to win the ball game. I think they get it done. At Jerry World, I like the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do think they find a way to get it done. It's a better team than they showed last week. They had their lunch money taken. Give me the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Shea's taking the Ravens
Thank
in
you,
this
Dak.
one. I would as well. The Ravens secondary is bound to bounce back. They returned everybody from last year. It doesn't make sense that they're not playing well right now. Ravens.
I'll roll with the Ravens as well.
Next game, Lions at Cardinals. Cardinals are getting 3 in this game.
Arizona's win was dominant in all phases. I mean, James Conner ran for 122 yards, Cap. And, of course, on the other side, Aiden Hutchinson. 3 sacks in the opening quarter. Last week's loss against Tampa, he finished with 4.5 sacks, giving him 5.5 on the season. I feel like this is going to be a closer game. I think the Lions can win the game, but I think the Lions closer. I give me the Cardinals +3 in this one. Don't be surprised if the Lions win the game, but I think the Cardinals can keep it close.
Yeah, the Lions are coming off a tough loss. Dan Campbell just had to put his house on the market because, as he said, quote, there's plenty of space. It's on 2 acres. The home's beautiful. It's just that people figured out where we lived when we lost, he told Crane's Detroit Business. Dan Campbell's closing ranks. He's going to get something a little more privacy. He's going to come in on a business trip, and he's going to drill the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. Give me the Lions.
Shay's got the Lions as well. I'm with Kap too. I don't think this Lions team loses 2 in a row, especially to the Cardinals here.
Same here. I'll take the Lions.
Next game, we've got Packers at Titans. Titans favored by 2.5 points.
All right, we'll pass. Kap?
No.
Can't pass.
Sorry. No passing allowed.
Well, I need your help because this is the one I'm not sure about. So we know what happened with Malik Willis and the Packers. And again, they ran the hell out of the ball to win that ball game. The Titans on the other end can not really impress. I feel like I want to lean Packers, but what do you think? I'll ask you, what do you think?
You want me to make my pick first?
I just want you to help me to come to a consensus. I think my pick will be your pick because I'm not sure about this game.
So,
in the line, it is 2.5.
Brian Callahan came out with a vote of support for
Will Levis. Yeah.
And I guarantee you there were some tough times watching that film as a team or in the quarterback room where he made another gaffe that cost them a football game. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come in with that front. They're going to do a good job against the Packer run game, which will force Malik Willis to have to beat them. I am going with the Titans in the win.
Shay takes the Titans. I'll take the Titans as well. We've been talking about the Titans' run defense and the pass rush and how it crushed the Bears. I don't think the Packers can win this game without running the ball really, really well. And because I don't trust Malik Willis to win the game by throwing the ball. For that reason, I'll take the Titans.
And Jay Moore passes.
That's right. You know, I never bet the Pack. So.
Right. Titans?
Titans.
And you
might
took
as well.
and Hoodies has the Titans.
I guess so. Yeah, I think Kap talked me into it. I wasn't sure about this game because we know that Willis will start on Sunday, correct?
Yeah.
It will be Willis.
That
I think it's still up in the air.
it's up in the air.
I don't think they're going to put Love back out there right now.
I don't think Love's going to play. I don't.
If he ever was going to play, well, that's a tough defensive front for anybody.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just going to roll with the Titans. I have no idea about this one, but I'll roll with the Titans with you guys. All right, Jack, we got 2 more before we hear from Courtney Cronin.
We do. Trevor Lawrence needs a bounce back with the Jaguars. Jaguars at Bills. Bills favored by 5.
Give me the Bills -5.
Wow. I really want to take the Jaguars. I really, really do. But they just haven't earned the respect enough for me to go, all right, I'm rolling with you. Even though I do think they have a chance to be really tough in this game, but I'll take the Bills. Got to earn it.
Shay's going to take the Bills. I'll also take the Bills. I'm with you, Kap. Their offense hasn't shown that they can compete in high-scoring games, and I think the Bills are going to eat them up. So I'll take the Bills.
Bills.
Last game, the Bears at the Colts.
Destiny's Child.
TLC. Yeah, I was going to say, Destiny's Child just checked in. The Bears. The
Bears at Colts -1.5. Colts favorite.
The Bears get the job done, Kap. Never mind about the line. The Bears win on the road, and the Colts go 0-3.
Yep, I think the Bears will run the football. Their defense will play a good football game, harass Anthony Richardson, where he's going to go, God, I'm glad they're out of town. Bears win the football game, so give me the Bears.
I'm nervous. I don't know what Vegas is seeing that we're not thinking that with us thinking that the Bears should maybe be favored in this game. I'll take the Bears. Shay will take the Bears as well. I'm nervous, but I think the Bears pull it out.
Bears over here all day.
You're a robot. You're not supposed to have feelings.
Well said.
All right. Coming up, Courtney Cronin with the latest on the Bears.